Eclipse mania gripped North America on Monday as a breathtaking, celestial spectacle captivated tens of millions of people, offering a rare blend of scientific interest, commercial opportunity, and daytime partying. The moon's shadow plunged the Pacific coast of Mexico into total darkness at 11:02 of an a.m. local time, then swept across the United States at supersonic speed, returning to the ocean over Canada's Atlantic coast just under an hour and a half after landfall. Festivals, viewing parties, and even mass weddings took place along the eclipse's path of totality, where the sun's corona glowed from behind the moon in a display that left crowds awestruck. "It was spectacular. I'd never witnessed anything like it," said Paulina Nava, a 36-year-old resident of the beachside Mexican city of Mazatlan. "People screamed, they applauded, some were taking photos, others were kissing," she added. President Andrés Manuel López Obrador, who traveled to the city, called the event a very beautiful, unforgettable day. Thousands of miles away in downtown Montreal, Canada, office workers spilled out of skyscrapers to snap pictures with their eclipse glasses held to their phones. "My heart was beating really fast," said 26-year-old Erica Park. "The path of totality was 115 miles wide and home to nearly 32 million Americans, with an additional 250 million living less than 200 miles from the Strip, according to NASA, which ran a live webcast throughout. Hotels and short-term rentals in prime viewing locations were booked solid for months in advance across states including Texas, Arkansas, Ohio, and Maine. In Ingram, Texas, at the Stonehenge the Two Park, a replica of the prehistoric monument in England, eclipse watchers gathered from around the world undeterred by overcast conditions. Jenny Lynn Hunter, 57, and her husband Charles Golori, 60, had traveled from Floresville, Texas. The couple identified as pagans and wore
in
Merlin
Russellville,
hats.
Arkansas, more than 300 couples reportedly exchanged vows at a total eclipse of the heart mass wedding ceremony. Delta Airlines had planned 2 special flights along the path, while many schools in the zone shut for the day. Donald Trump, who on April 8 released a campaign ad of his head blocking out the sun, famously ignored all safety advice and gazed directly at the eclipse in 2017 when he was in the White House. This election year,
President Joe Biden made fun of his rival with a social media post saying, "Don't be silly, folks."
Health professionals likewise urged people to use certified eclipse glasses to prevent permanent retinal injury. Only those within the totality path could safely remove eye protection for a few precious moments that won't come around again until the next solar eclipse for much of North America in 2044. The eclipse was also a windfall for scientists. NASA launched a trio of sounding rockets before, during, and just after the eclipse to measure changes caused by the sudden darkness to the ionosphere, an upper layer of the atmosphere important for long-distance radio communication. It also offered a golden opportunity to study the sun's corona, the outer layer of its atmosphere, which is normally hidden by the blinding light of the surface, but has an outsized impact on everything from satellites to power grids.